Okay, so apparently, um, while I was making the video, I forgot to save it when I had to restart. So I have to do this all over again. It's probably gonna be something different. Don't worry, it'll be way better. Okay. So you see, this guy was like, la 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 la, I'm gonna leave my store. And this kid was like, la 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 la. Or no, he was like, la 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 la, I'm coming in here. And it's like, the place was beautiful, right? But then, guess what? These kids saw on the clock, so it was like 5 a.m. So they quickly left before it turned 6 a.m. So they're like, okay, we gotta go, kids. I'll see you later, bye. And they're like, oh my lord, oh my, they're like, oh my days, I need to get out of here before I die. And it's like, ah, 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 ah. But these kids were like, whatever, yeah, we're gonna trash the entire place. And so they do. So they're like, and this happened all in one night. So they're like, oh, this is stupid table, this stupid chairs, you know. And they hit the vending machine, and it's like, and they hit it, and it's like, and it hits her. She's like, oh, and it hits him, and he's like, oh, and it hits him, and she's like, oh. They all end up there, right? And they're like deactivated there, but all of them are like, heh, let's cause chaos, and they like jump at this kid. Don't mind the blood. They're like, and they like bully the kid, and he's like, stop it, wah. And they're like, we'll never stop. And they smack the kid with the vending machine, right? And so the kid is like hitting. Oh my, bro, just cover the kid with it, okay. And he's like, what? He's like, what? What? Who? Who? Okay. Who? Are you serious? Okay, so it gets launched everywhere. I don't know why. But okay, so yeah, they trashed the entire place. The entire place gets trashed, man. Like, even the poster wasn't safe. Even the poster wasn't safe. It's like they trashed everything, right? They're like, oh, this entire place is getting trashed. Oh yeah. And this guy's like, all my days, they're trashing everything. I gotta, okay. Let's just hope they don't go in the kitchen, so he hides into here. And the robots finally power on. They notice that the kids are breaking the things, and they're like, you shouldn't have done that. So they go into evil mode. So they go into evil mode. They're like, you aren't gonna regret that, you know. And so they do. pretty fast. But over here is like, oh, it's like, oh, oh, you shouldn't have done that, little boy. So he's like, so he's like, what are you gonna do about it, Fredbear, Freddy? And he's like, he punches the kid. Oh my days, bro. So he, like, punches the kid straight in his jaw. He's like, oh. He's like, oh, that's weak, Fredbear. And he smashes Fredbear. And Fredbear is like, Fredbear's like, ate that too. And then he uses like all his strength to like freaking shotgun punch the kid. And he's like, oh! And they're like, oh my days. No, let me out of here. Please let me out of here. Kid's like, wait, no, I didn't do anything. Please stop. He tries to climb over this. And but Bonnie catches him lacking, right? So Bonnie is like, come here, kid. He's like, He's like, And it's like a bunch of stabs here. So the kid is like, And Bonnie is just smashing the kid. He's like smashing the kid with his head, like just smashing their head in. And he's like, yeah, alright, that was easy. One final crush on the kid. And then, sorry, one sec. Why is Baldy playing the SCP containment? Okay. Anyway. Chica is also turned evil. She's like, oh, you're evil, I'm gonna get you. So she goes for this kid, and this kid doesn't even know what's happening. He's like, stupid clanker, and that's when she snapped. She smashed the kid against the wall like, oh! And she's like, you, oh yeah, she's like, you say that again, little kid. She gets rid of her cupcake. She's like, oh my days, bro, what is this cupcake? He's like, say that again, little kid. Gets awfully close. She kicks the chair away. She traps the kid. And we're still talking about kid, by the way. Anyway, she's like, you wanna say that again, little kid? You wanna say that again? And he's like, no, I'm sorry. And then he freaking keeps kicking the kid over and over and over again. And like blood splatters everywhere. And she's like banging the kid's head with her head. She's like, and she finally smacks the kid unconscious, and the kid is like, oh, and the kid is bleeding everywhere. Yeah, they're bleeding everywhere. And the kid's like, ugh. Hold on, I'm gonna change something. Can I change? Hold on, I'm gonna change something. Okay, I guess I can't change how much blood there is. But yeah, the kid is like, and Chica continues to like smash his head, right? Doing the one thing I don't want you to do, Chica. Legit, like, what are you doing, bro? Wake up, Chica. Why are you so drunk today? So she like smashes the kid. Yeah, she smashes the kid's head. All my days, bro. Can you just work with me? Guess let's pretend she did that. And it's like the kid. Yeah, the kid is dead. She's like, are we serious, Chica? I'm not going through that again, bro. Oh, my eyes, bro. My arm is hurting so much. What did I even click, bro? No cupcake. No cupcake. No, Izendo. Anyway, she's like, rah, yeah, I'm evil. And then she just walks around for a bit, and then she just shuts down. He shuts down. And Freddy also just shuts down. Why, like, bro, why are you doing these things? Like, he's like, he falls on here and shuts down. And Bonnie gets tired and shuts down too. Is there a way? Oh, there we go. Okay. This kid, oh my days, bro. Are we serious? Okay, so pretend that that never opened. And oh my days, bro! Oh my days, bro! Oh my days, bro! Stop it, bro! Bro, Cilantro, bro, hot show. Anyway, this kid was siding over here because I swear to okay, it isn't. So this kid was siding over here and because this person was nice, so they were like hiding, right? Hiding the kid. And all of them are shut down. And the night guard over here, watching everything happen, is like, what the heck just happened? And then suddenly the door opens. What could I possibly be grabbing? Yo, it is not that bad, bro. It cannot be this. It cannot possibly be this bad or this hard to just be in a normal position. Okay. And she's like, oh yeah, I don't want to be here anymore. So she hides. And about all the kids were leaving, like, yeah, we don't know what happened. And then this guy's like, I'm gonna go home. But he doesn't go home. He goes back here. He goes back here because he's still evil. And then, and another, remember the intruder from the earlier episodes? Well, now there's another intruder. But this time, it's another freaking robot. Because there's actually a corporation over here. Hold on, I gotta make the corporation. 1 second. Just skip like a minute, I guess. Because I'm not cutting this part out. I'm too lazy to. Too lazy to cut this part out. Okay, yeah, so there was a corporation where they're testing things to get more money, you know, they're breaking things, you know, they're breaking in like restaurants and stuff, and this is like where they reside. They have all kinds of things. They have all kinds of things. Like they have, like why does this never work when I want to use it? Okay. They have this powering station. Yeah, this powering station. Yeah. To make the things that they want to make, you know. What the heck, bro? Medbay is over here. I'll make that later. And yeah. I don't. I really don't know how to add commentary to this. I'm just trying to say a bunch of things. I don't know what I'm saying. Either way. Oh, and they have this here. It's for like, hey, what's the password? 1212, and they walk in. But even if they do know the password, this will like cleanse them. It'll like, or no, it won't cleanse them, but it'll check if they're like a good person or not, and if they're a bad person, it'll send out an alarm. And they have a couple. Are you serious? Okay, it's literally just that. Okay. I guess they changed it. They have a couple things here like this. And this. Yeah, so they have their own fridge, They have a lot of these, and they're very rich, by the way. They're like a very rich company, but they're very hidden, and they buy like so many things, What? Combine window, bro? What is this stuff? And genuinely, what am I just placing at this point? Oh my days, bro. And this is where they go to the bathroom. Yeah, this is the bathroom. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a small little bathroom. Okay, you can still... Don't mind... Bro, it doesn't need to be this open. Yeah, they go to the bathroom here. Yeah, so, this is like their headquarters, Okay. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so that's the bathroom. And this is where they make things, This is how they get the robot. This is how they made the robot, because they were so rich that they made this special place, and it's like floating and stuff. It's like super cool. So they walk up here like, huh, yeah. Oh yeah, like tap 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 tap, But it's like littered with garbage, you know. It's like sometimes they just like never clean their place. So it's always a mess. Yeah, so yeah, it's just littered with garbage. But yeah, they made the robot here. And, yeah. And they also just watch TV. Sometimes. But the big thing is outside. Oh yeah, I guess that's a good spot. Well, you can't really get to it. Yeah, okay, so number 2. Okay. And right here is, okay, so where is... Climb this very safe ladder that no one tries to fix. And yes, it has broken off multiple times throughout the years that this company was alive. No one plans on cleaning it. But yeah, very safe ladder. And this is like, or like once you reach it, you have to like climb on here, or else you're just gonna fall. And they have implemented like a safety thing for that right here. But as you can see, it's like very broken off, and it's like many people have fallen off, and now it's like even more dangerous to fall. Now it's like even more dangerous. Or no, it's not even more dangerous, but it has a chance of falling off. And you can go higher to find like a safer route. But at that point, it's just kind of useless. Yeah, and it could go higher at some point, but yeah, it's just no one just like no one fixing the thing, and like, yeah, you know. Yeah. So up here is where everything is under control. because you have some garbage cans to the side, but what's really important is that there's like, okay, it's not that, but it's I swear to days I just saw it. Yeah, it's this, man. Okay, and the windmill is like a fan. Yeah, the windmill is the fan, you know. I was like, yeah. And this dude and the person that sits here, know the person that sits here. Oh my days, my booty cheeks, bro. You know who sits here? It's okay. Can I have like a purple guy ragdoll? Is there not a purple guy ragdoll? Oh, is there not just a purple guy? I didn't install. Okay, maybe it's not purple guy. I don't know. Okay, that's like the only guy there. Okay, great. What days, bro? What? Oh my days. Okay. Oh yeah. So these are like projects, you know. Some failed projects. Except this guy. This guy is not a failed project, but he's just deactivated. They haven't used the guy yet. Okay, I can't. Man, I can't find a good person, so. The bad guys are the good guys in this story. This guy. This guy is the person who runs it. Yeah, this guy is the person who runs it, and he like directs everything, and yeah. And right here is where his evil guys are. They got a scientist. Got a scientist that works on everything. They got this guy that's like the engineer, or this guy that's the engineer, you know. Like engineer stuff, he directs stuff. There's these other workers here. You know, you're like, yeah, I'm a worker. And he's like, yeah, I'm a worker too. And they're just helping out on stuff. It's like, there's just background props. And even though the city is not the, even though the company is not the biggest, it's still the richest company in the world. and they are currently making another robot. You know which robot that is? That is this. Oh my days, that is a little too big. They're working on more robots. Could I find a robot? That's not really what I was hoping for. Um, Dog. Okay. Yeah, they're working on this guy, and this guy, he will be a recorder. Yeah. Yeah. So that's where the dog went. So if you skip to here, you skip to here. If you skip to here, hold on. I'm just gonna look at this for like 5 minutes. I don't know, man. So that like, if someone is skipping to here, they'll just see me staring at a random wall, and they'll be like, "Hey, what is this?" And it'll be me just talking about how they're doing this. Some people might not do that. I don't know, but yeah. All right. I think this is enough time. So this is where the dog came from. The dog came from this place. I'm just gonna repeat all the lore that I said earlier. But basically, this is like where people steal things from like restaurants and stuff, you know. It's like they got scientists to build robots and stuff. But what's really interesting is that, you know, they don't really work on ladders that much. So, yeah, like they don't pay for the ladders that much. So you kind of have to go here, or kind of have to go up here. You know, it's very sketchy, but if you do fall, you kind of fall here, but it's super sketchy. It might slide off, it might break. It has no support, so yeah. And if you keep going up, you're you're basically just wanting to die at that point. And this is where this guy owns everything. He owns everything. He's like, I'm the leader. And yeah, so he's like, yeah, no one's gonna get on my level. Anyway, yeah, so that's where the robot came from. Anyway, the robot is like, he's like, and he's like, and he tears off the thing, and he's like, ugh. But there was this guard up here, and he's like, oh, no, can't do. So he starts firing at the robot. But the robot takes no damage. He's like, man, you're stupid. While that was happening, another guy came. And he had a freaking okay, so and he had a crowbar, right? Oh my days. I'm gonna stab this in you. guy's like, yeah, I'm an evil dude, and I've come to take your stuff too. And yeah, so he holds the crowbar, you know. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so he's like, yeah, I'm robbing your place too. And then this guy's like, no, can't do. And he's like, fires at the guy, and he's like, oh, what the heck? Oh, oh, I'm dying. Oh, I'm dying. And he's like, I do my job so well. And he fires again. And he's like, oh, robot, help me. He's like, oh, okay, I'll help you. He comes there and he's like, don't worry, bro, I got you. And he uses his healing powers to go like, ugh. Oh, I feel so much better, thank you. And the guy is up here, he's like, how'd you do that? And he tries to fire at the guy, and he's like, oh, I can't. He's like covering the guy. So this guy is like, woohoo, woohoo, let's go break in. And this guy's like, yeah, just 1 second. So he jumps up here, he's like, whoop. He's like, did you try to shoot my comrade? Did you try to shoot my comrade? He's like, do you know how powerful I am? Oh my days, bro. And the guy looks up like, oh my days. And he tried to shoot the guy's leg. The guy's like, he's like, oh. He slips and he's like, oh my days. Oh shoot. Oh. He's like, but he grabs on. He's like, oh, you're gonna regret that. Smacks the guy's face. Bang, 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 bang. Like, literally. Like, does this not look like he's just gripping the face super hard? Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Why is it not welding? There we go. Like, bang, 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 bang. He's like, smashes the guy's head against the wall. And then he finally gets back up, right? And he leans on this, so that like he can actually stand, cause his leg is kind of injured. And he raises the dude, and he's like, you know what I'm going to do to you for that? And he's like, oh, please, I'm sorry. He's like, and then he like squishes the dude's head, right? He's like, oh, and he's squishing the dude's head. Whereas he's like, oh, and then pretend his head is getting, oh, the dude is like, oh, I'm dead. Let me just make his booty bigger. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So anyway, he's like, and his head is just. I'm not editing all of that out, by the way. And anyway, he's dead, and he's like, oh well. Anyway, he's like, alright, time to go back down. And so he goes, so he jumps back down, like, hello, my friend. He throws this away. And while they're about to break through that, the other animatronics, like this person and Balloon Boy. Oh no, Balloon Boy is like kind of dead. Yeah, Balloon Boy is like kind of dead, cause I don't know. Yeah, he's just low-key dead. Oh my days, bro. What is this? What is this, bro? How do I get rid of... How do I get rid of the glow? Okay. Yeah, so he's just low-key dead. Yeah, he's just low-key dead. But the puppet finally turned on and is like, huh, I wonder what's back here. And she's like, oh yeah, you know, I don't know. And so they get curious and open the door up, and then they see the dead children that were stuck inside here. He's like, oh, finally we're free. Thank you. What's your name? And she's like, I'm the puppet. And she was like, we were the original animatronics. We were stuck here for years. We were stuck here for years. She's like, 4 years? And he's like, yes, I was stuck here for years. Oh, I remember the times. And Bonnie comes up like, yes, he's right. Our days will soon be over. And then Chica's like we got on a very bad fight. And then Freddy, after one explanation of what happened, she's like, I can't believe that happened. Don't worry, we'll stop the man. We'll stop the man once and for all. And she hears it, she's like, yeah, I'm in. And the security guard is like, what the frick happened? But then Freddy is like, oh, I'm awake and I'm evil. He's like, I'm awake and I'm evil. So he rushes here. He's like, I'm Nightmare Freddy and I'm in your head. He's like, time to slip through here. And he's like, hello, little friend. Freddy. And he's like, oh no, I got hi, Freddy, I'm Freddy. He's like, and Freddy's like, what the heck, bro? Freddy's like, what? Are you hearing yourself? He's like, yeah, I'm Freddy. Well, hi, Freddy. So like, remember that? Oh, yeah, I remember that time. And like, kissing over here, like, what the heck is going on? But then he hears the kid, and he's like, oh, oh, hello, kid. Hello, kid. How's it going? And she's like, no, wait. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna eat you. And she's like, no, 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 no. And then she breaks free from his grasp, escapes, and the door slams shut. And he's like, no, no, let me out of here, let me out of here. And then he tries to jump over, then his big body gets stuck, and he's like, oh, no, I'm stuck. Oh, get me out of here. She's like, oh man, that hurts so badly. And then meanwhile over here, it's like the door gets opened, right? Door gets open. And they finally release the thing that they've been working on for so long. And it's like, and they've been terrorizing this for like a year, yeah, or a couple of years. And when the camera shows that like everything's breaking, and this person, and it shows that like their workers and like robot is like trying to break through, and it's like, keep doing it, and then it flies into here like this, and then it flies into here, and it sees what the evil man is doing here. And he's doing such evil things. He's programming the evil animatronics. And this guy is still here, like, I heard everything. And then she's like, right as Freddy escapes, and she's like, no, I can't do that again. And then he hears the kitchen. He's like, wait, there's someone in the kitchen. I get to eat. It's like, hello, little boy. And he's like, no! Ah! 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 And gets freaking eaten. And yeah, Freddy's just eating the worker. And they're like, we will stop his reign. Right? They're like, wait, I hear something. And they're like, what? And then this man finally breaks open the door, and he's like, well, hello, people. How may I help you? And it's like, the employee store slams shut. He's like, hello. Wow, who even trashed this place? And then she was like, the kids, we stopped them, and now we're dying. And he's like, oh, the kids did this? Well, they just did what I wanted to do to you. She's like, what do you mean? And he's like, ding, ding, ding. And he's like, die! And she's like, oh! And then she gets powered off. And yeah, so... And then he's like, hey, oh, wait, no, turn that back to normal. And the robot is like, good job, my fellow worker. I knew you could do this. And then Freddy over here is like, guys, that guy looks like the guy we killed a lot. That guy looks like the guy that killed me a long time ago. Yeah, wait, no, it's a different person, but he still looks like an intruder. But now he has a robot with him, and the robot is like, I will take it from here. So he's like, so he crouches down and like transforms Sheikah into like into like evil, and he's like, good, very good. This is great news. This is great news. Now you take them back, and I'll handle the rest. And he's like, yes, sir. So he grabs Chica, and they both go out. They both go out. And then the robot is like, and then bam, or no, yeah, this. He's like, ugh. And then, and he sees the others, and he's like, well, hello. Hello. I think you're the old ones, right? And he's like, yeah, we're the old ones, and we're not gonna let you terrorize this place anymore. This is our home. This is where we were born. And then Freddy comes back here like, hello, little kid. Hello, robot. I assume you're trying to take my place as an evil robot? And then the robot is like, haha, yes, but better. And he pushes his like arm out, and he summons a ball. And he's like, what are you doing with that silly thing? And bounces all over, explodes. And he's like, oh. He's like, oh, how could you do this? He's like, oh, I still have some fight. And he's like, as I was saying, he's like, as I was saying, little ones. He's like, I think this guy's worse than anything we fought. He's like, don't worry, I can do this. You will not take their home. I will not let you. And she uses her magical powers to turn him on fire. And he's like, oh, you, what have you done to me? And he's like, and like bounces everywhere. And it's like, she turns into the evil, Where is the evil one? Where is the evil skin? Where's an evil skin? I want the evil skin, bro. He's like, like color drained from her. She's like, oh, you have to continue the fight alone. He's like, don't worry, we'll avenge you. She's like, and he's like, get this off me. Finally. Oh, you're gonna regret that. Oh, and it also bounced over here and made him to evil, yeah, evil balloon. Anyway, yeah, so this got thrown into here. He walked back in and got this guy. walked back in and got Freddy Fazbear. And walked back in and got Balloon Boy. And he's like, alright, I got all of them. He's like, there's still one left. Puppet. He's like, oh, well, don't mind if I... Okay. He's like, oh, not one there. He's like, well, don't mind if I do. I'm taking the puppet with me, and you'll listen to me. He's like, wait, were you guys the old ones? He's like, yes, we were the old ones, and you're not taking the puppet. And he smashes him, and he's like, oh! Oh, you're gonna regret that. You're gonna regret that, boy. And he's like, smashes. He's like, up! And his, fake get destroyed, and he's like, oh, you're gonna regret this. You're gonna regret this. And he's like, his face is off. He's like, ugh. Bang! And he's like, ugh. He's like, and then this guy prepares to send another one. But this guy gets in the way. Or, Bonnie, no. Not Bonnie, not Bonnie. But, this one gets in the way as he fires. It hits her, bounces all over the place, and it's like, ugh! And then, does she not have skin? Why is her thighs? What do you mean oh, like skirt? Okay. Huck? She has a huck? She's like, no, what? She's like, oh, and she's just completely dead. Like, her eyes are just gone. Yeah, and she's burning. She's like, oh, it's okay, Freddy Fazbear. You go on and fight without me. He's like, I will. And then it's like it starts catching fire, and he's like, no. And it's like, and they're like, ugh! He's like, oh. And he's like, little do you know, I have strength. So he grabs this, and throws it at Chica. Chica's like, oh! And it's like, this is like the second time Chica got, like, ran over. It's like her body, pads, like, gone, bro. Arms gone, bro. Legs gone. Yeah. Now she's just this. This is just what's left of Chica. He's like, try me next. Yeah, and this guy is like still on here, like, oh, he caught me on fire. Oh, they caught me on fire. He's like, oh, I'll make one last attempt. So he tries to swing it at. It's like, and it digs itself in Freddy, and he's like, oh, he takes it out. and stabs it in the. He freaking stabs it. Stabs itself in him. He's like, oh. Like, that's like the worst spot to be stabbed in. He's like, oh. It's like, and he's like, no, how could you do this to my friend? Oh, I'll kill you if it's the last thing I do. And like the entire place just catches on fire. He's like, oh. He's like, oh. Whoop. He gets, and like the entire place just erupts, you know. Everywhere is just fire. It's just fire, fire, fire. This is on fire. Doesn't even look like it's on fire, but it's on fire. It's like everything goes on fire. She's on fire. He's on fire. He's on fire. It's like the battle of the century. By the end of it, Freddy is dead. Like what was left of Freddy is now gone. Now he's like, oh. It's like now it's just like, oh. But Bonnie is still alive. He's like, I will avenge my Freddy. He runs up to him, curls his hand into a fist, and gives him the meanest punch of the universe, which freaking exploded him. And he went flying, and now the robot is dead. And he's like, ugh. And that was like the last strength of Bonnie. And the final message he gave was, I know people who forget me. I know people don't even know I exist. But I'm glad I made the difference in the world. Or no, he doesn't say that. He says like, I know people won't know me. Some people don't even know I'm real. But I know that if I didn't do this, then the world would be changed. And not for the better. I saved the world. And I don't care that no one knows. I don't care that no one will know what the sacrifice I made. All I know is that I avenged my friend. And he goes down. And the security guard was looking at that like, oh my days. And then he had to like save the kid too, because the kid was still here, and the kid was like, okay, I gotta get out of here, please let me out. It's like the door flips open and the kid immediately runs out before the place could burst into like destruction. And it's like the place, there's gas everywhere. The night guard was like, the only way people will forget about this place is if I burn it all down. So, that's what he does. He burns the entire place down. But before he does, he has to leave. And as he's walking back, and as he's walking away, he looks back one last time. He remembers remembers all those nights of being scared of the animatronics. He remembers the nightmares he will have and the nightmares he will have after. He remembers the times the intruder, the police, the grand reopening, and he remembers the sacrifice Bonnie made. He remembers the sacrifice everyone made. And now he will know, he will remember the 5 nights he spent at Freddy's. The entire place starts burning down. The entire place burns down to a crisp. Everything is on fire. I mean, literally almost everything is on fire. The entire place is just on flames. The entire place is on flames. It's like everywhere it's just flames. And this guy is still sitting here like, why do I smell fire? And then the fire comes, and the fire is like, he's like, no, the place is burning down. Oh no, and this is like, what? No, my new invention, it's burning down. And everything caught on fire. Yeah, everything caught on fire. It's just everything. And as the night guard walks away, he sees a paper, he sees a newspaper slowly fly and land in front of him. He looks at the newspaper. He looks at the newspaper deeply. He's like, newspaper. He looks down. He looks at the newspaper. What the newspaper says. I guess I could go another 5 nights. And that was the end of 5 Nights at Freddy's. And that was the end of 5 Nights at Freddy's. But these guys, they still existed, right? They were still active, right? But the police came. There were so many policemen. They even had this big strider out. They had this big long strider out. That was looking up in here. And it was like, put your hands in the air. I was like, put your hands in the air. It's like, yeah, you know. And it was pointing at this guy, and he's like, what? No, I will never. And I was summoning my creature. The creature is this thing. It's based off of Freddy. And it attacks this guy, and he's like, and yeah. And he's like, oh. It's like, don't worry, I got your back. But the other policemen don't realize that. They're breaking, and they're like, hey, put your hands up, everyone. And they're like, no, wait. This guy is a little a little confident. He shoots him in the hip, and he's like, ugh. So he shoots back, misses because this guy dodged, went on the ground, ran towards the policeman, and shot him straight in the head, and the policeman died. And everybody else is like, yeah, get him, get him, get him. We need to hide. Santa silence. He's like, oh my god, I'm taking a shower. What are you doing? The police are here. We need a place to hide. Oh my days, the police are here? What? Yeah, we're hiding over here. And so, these people stay behind, but this girl also hid. Yeah, so they were hiding. And all of them were like, let's show them who's the boss. So they quickly shut the door, right? They quickly shut the door before any other policeman could get outside. But the policeman threw a grenade and it exploded, and it was like, or freaking, yeah, it was like, it launched forwards for some reason. Anyway, they're like, put your hands in the air or we'll shoot. This guy whips out his gun and shoots him, and he's like, oh! He's like, bang! And this guy's like, oh, my legs! And he shoots the police officer there, and he's like, oh, I need backup, I'm out of ammo. And this guy's like, don't worry, I got you. And he frickin' shoots the guy in the head with a revolver, and he's like, oh, guys, oh. And he's like, oh, I'm scared. I don't want to die. I don't want to go to jail. This guy runs up and he's like, bro, we're fine. We have more guns than him. So this police officer, this police officer so they were like, hoop, and they're like, oh, and this guy went like, bang, bang, bang. He's like, I'm almost dead. And then this guy went like bang, bang. He's like, oh, I could pretend like I'm dead. And he's like, and he's like, and this police officer is like, but right before he died, he sent in, but before he died, this guy came, because this guy was following him, and I was like, hey, you, and he's like, oh. As it was flying, I was like, everyone here is dead. And this guy's like, I'm still alive. And he's like, and it went like, what? Oh, yeah, it went like, beer. He's like, oh, I'm almost dead. Get off me, stupid. And he slowly crawled away to the healing station, and he tried to heal, but then he fell back down because he was so tired. And then a new guy came in, and it was this guy, and he was like, alright, time to make this quick. Yeah, this guy was a new guy, and he was like, time to make this quick. Looked around, saw everyone dead. He was like, people might be hiding back here. And what happened over here? I did not notice that. Hey, you, put your hands up. Put your hands up. And he's like, hey, you, put your hands up. And then this person pulled out, and he was like, bang. And this person was like, bang, but they missed. And he was like, bang, bang, bang. She's like, no, no, please, please don't kill me, sir, please. I have a family. I don't want to die, please. And this guy was like, he's like, and he pulled out another gun, shot him in, he shot but missed, barely. This guy was like, banana, banana, banana. And this guy is immediately there. Was like, oops. It's like, oh my days. And this girl jumped over here before he could find them. Pulled out his gun and shot her dead. Cause she was a threat. And then he looked behind, saw this girl. He was like, hey man, hey ma'am, I don't want to kill you, okay? So just put your hands up and we can talk about this. She was like, okay. And then as she raised her first hand, she grabbed something from her pocket and shot the police officer. And he was like, oh. But this fell. You know why? Because it was exploded. And behind it was another freaking Strider. Yeah, behind it was another freaking Strider because there's multiple Striders. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna kill you if you don't put your hands up. And she's like, okay, I put my hands up. And the guy up here, he was like, yeah, I know you're over there. So he sent a rocket, right? He was like, okay. So he sent a rocket, and the rocket went like, and he went like, oh! Oh! And I thought she shot him, so it went like, she's like, she was like, oh yeah, and this stuff also exploded. And this guy was the only person left alive. He's like, alright, how do I make my company rise again? I know just the thing. And he pointed at the unfinished animatronics and thought, I know where to go. And that's the end. That's the end of the story. That was the complete end of the story. That was the end of season 1. That was the end of season 1. Get ready for season 2. Season 2 is gonna be freaking fire, bro. Because it's gonna have characters coming back. It's gonna have, oh my days, bro. It's gonna have crazy stuff. It's gonna have crazy stuff, right? Oh, and here's an after credit scene. This guy, while the place was burning, he went into his get rid of the banjo. Anyway, he was like, oh, I need to go into my thing. And yeah, he stayed in there for a long time. And that's the end of the story. And that was a after credit scene. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll see you. Bye.